the Judy Hopps minifigure, and this is every Zootopia character as Lego. And in this video, I'm going into my minifigure builder to recreate all the characters from Zootopia 2. So stay tuned, because things are gonna get wild. Anyways, Lego. So Zootopia 2 just came out, and I was feeling extra hoppy, so I went online and bought a whole bunch of illegal Zootopia minifigures that were recently released. Purchased. And while I waited for them, I decided it was a good time to go watch the movie. Yo, it's Flash. Yes! Amazing! Cinema! And my favorite character was still Flash.
Flash, 100-yard dash. Need to get across town, ignore the laws.
No problem. And when I went home to order a bunch of new Zootopia sets, I realized there aren't any. So we're gonna have to do the next best thing. And since one of the biggest scenes from the movie is the mansion party, I decided to buy the $350 X Mansion. Now all I have to do is build it in a Flash. Alright, and we're done. And the first thing I did was remove all the superheroes, because we don't need those. And I want to unpack and build all of them, and then build my own custom characters. And now it's time to crack open our new Zootopia minifigures. And we have a lot of them. But we're gonna start off with this one, which looks like Judy Hopps. Alright, let's crack open this fella. Yo! Yo, that torso looks so good. Bro, that is a great looking bunny. And then we just gotta snap in this arm over here, and then we also have to put in a hand, and then we gotta snap in another arm with another hand, and then we gotta just attach this torso to this base, and she also comes with an accessory, and the last thing I of course have to add is the head. Her accessory is this police badge, by the way. Yo, she looks sick! This is way better than the last Judy Hopps I built. And lastly, I gave her a carrot, because of course she really likes carrots. Jersey boy, why are you dressed like a carrot? Hey, pal, don't worry about it. Hey, what's going on? All right, Judy Hopps minifigure gets a 10 out of 10. Now the next one I want to unpack is gonna be Wild. Specifically, Nick Wilde. Well, we have to open it. Boom. Yo, look at his floral shirt. That's so modern and fancy. Anyway, we gotta click in his arm and his hands. Then we gotta click in his other arm and his other hand. And the last thing I need to tag on is the head. Oh yeah, and he also comes with that jumbo elephant popsicle.
Hops, Mr.
Wild. Nick Wilde.
But it's like the smaller version. Gotta be honest, kind of concerned about this one. That face is definitely not doing it for me. Yeah, furries, please stay away from Nick. But his shirt looks cool. It's a cool printed guy with like toe prints. Is that toes? Yeah, they don't wear shoes. Or Judy has like a version of a shoe on.
Oh my god, a viper! A window viper.
All right, Nick's getting an 8 out of 10. The face is weird, and I'm putting him here. Bro, why is he shorter? What the heck? Anyway, I'm grabbing our next pack, and we're cracking it open. And it's Flash Slothmore. I think that's his last name anyway. Imagine like a human being named like John Humanmore. Okay, that's cursed. All right, so I guess we have to just connect this in. Nope, that's upside down. Connect this here. Oh, sweet. All right, the next thing I have to do is clip in an arm, clip in another arm. Then we have to put in a hand and another hand. And the last thing I have to clip on is the head. Blech. He looks so slothed out right now. And he also comes with a mug. You want it when? Question mark? Yeah, he looks super detailed. He even has a tie with a little star on it. But since this is Zootopia 2, you know what he needs to have? His red race car.
Hey, Flash, 100-yard dash.
And guess what? Lego made one. Awesome! Now I just gotta open this bad boy and build it. Whee! Yo, is that a paper bag? I've never seen that in a Lego set before. We gotta open this, what the heck? Why is this one paper, but all the other ones are plastic? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We gotta build Flash's race car. We gotta open all these bags, and then we're gonna open up the instructions, and we have to build this guy. All right, we have the legs, the torso, the head, and the cell phone. Wow, he's reminding me of someone. Oh yeah, we forgot to put on his hair. Get out of here, this is Flash's car. And hopefully it'll have enough room to fit the whole gang. All right, now this is like gonna be the base of the car, and then we gotta put in all the axles for the wheels. We put one over here and one over here, and we're just gonna fill the rest of them. We got this, and we're just gonna fill out the rest of him. And the first portion of the car we're building is the back side, and I guess we're gonna work our way up by putting in these pieces. We cut this scene down, by the way. I'm just filming the whole build experience, because why not? And building this is actually super fun. All right, and now we gotta make the special siding for the car. Oh yeah. All right, and then we're gonna click this in, and we're gonna click this in. And then I think we were supposed to add these on, which, oops, I forgot. And I think I did that wrong, actually. Yeah, okay, I think these are supposed to go on this way. It's okay, that's why they're Lego. You can make mistakes. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Get out of here, Flash. All right, put this here, click. And then we gotta do the sides. Sweet. This, and we got this, boom. This here and this here. And then we have the steering wheel. And I think by now it's a fair enough time to put Flash at the front seat. Then we build it around him, which would be cool. All right, pal, lock in, because we're gonna finish building. Oh, and there's the windshield. All right, now all I gotta do is do this whole backside with, of course, Flash still in there. Yo, it's got these like back fins. What the hey? All right, let's finish him. All right, we just gotta lock in this. Oh, yo, we got the lights in the front. It also comes with a sponge and soap for you to put on the car. I wonder how long it would take him to clean. And the last thing I have to build is the front bumper. All right, click. Oh yeah, right, I have to do the wheels. Oh, we're gonna be like Luigi with this one.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
No problem.
Yes! Oh no, Flash, come on. Hey, watch where you're driving. All right, anyways, we have to open our next figure. And we're going to do, I think that's Chief Bogo. Yo, this is looking so epic. What the? This is the weirdest figurehead I've ever seen. Yeah, it's definitely Bogo. First, I gotta clip in this arm, other arm, and this hand over here. I don't like that he's not a big fig, by the way. So the first thing we have to do is attach this, I think. Yeah, no, wait, no, this. Oh, that's cursed. Oh, wait, no, we're supposed to do this. See, these little pegs go in there, and then the horns go over here. Oh, okay. And then he comes with a cell phone that he can dial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what was before 7? Oh, right, 6. Okay, so Bogo, I'm giving like a 6. Like, he looks okay. He's got like the hoof prints, which is cool. And he's got like the printing and everything and the police badge. I just think he's not properly proportioned. And his face looks a little weird, but I just think the whole thing looks weird, to be honest. Like, it just doesn't feel right. Judy and Nick are already kind of weirdly proportioned. But you know what? We'll still leave him down here with the squad. And I want to grab our next character. And why don't we do this one? I think that's Dawn Bellwether. Yo, this is gonna be the craziest minifig I've ever built. Bro, she comes with a book. A book! I think that's because she's a nerd. Bro, are these minifigure glasses? What the hey? You know who needs glasses? My friend Walter. Hey, I don't need glasses. I could see just fine. Then why are you squinting? Fine, I need glasses. Give them to me. Oh, I'll go put them on. Hey, these look pretty good. Okay, now we just have to build Dawn. Yo, look at that custom print. That's crazy. She has a Zootopia button. All right, we gotta clip in her hands and her other hand and arm and hand. Sweet. All right, and then we do get this head that's missing a face. I hate this. This looks so cursed. All right, well, we can fix that with this part over here. Boom. Oh, okay. She actually looks kind of great, but she needs her glasses, right? Wait, where'd she go? Hey, it looks like she found her glasses. Wait, Walter, what happened? Oh, he's not gonna be waking up anymore. What do you mean he's not gonna be waking up? He's having a bad dream. Bro, I hate animal puns. All right, and there's a little area up here. I think that would be suitable for the temporary mayor of Zootopia. Oops, that was very temporary. All right, I'm giving her book too, because I feel like she needs it. Sweet, okay. Next we need another mayor. And how about her predecessor, Mayor Lionheart? All right, let's crack this boy open. Aw, this is gonna be great. Yo, he's got the lion suit, and he probably should be bigger, but like honestly, this one might be more proportional. All right, we gotta snap in his hand, we gotta snap in his other hand, we gotta snap in his mane, and lastly, I have to snap in his face. Yo, look at this boy. And he's a pretty charming looking guy. I give him a 10 out of 10. Oh right, he's a criminal. Get him, cops. I got him. All right, guys, take him away. Wait. He did nothing wrong. He was just trying to save Zootopia. What about all those animals he imprisoned? Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Take him away. All right, now those were mostly Zootopia 1 variants, but it's time to build some Zootopia 2 ones, including this Zootopia 2 version of Nick. Yo, and he also comes with glasses. All right, we're gonna tag in this arm and tag in this arm. And then we gotta do a hand. All right, that's one hand, and then this is the other one. And then we have the head. I actually wanna try these glasses on. Do they even fit? How are these supposed to go on? Yeah, that doesn't work. All right, figure itself is pretty cool. He has a pink shirt, white pants, and he's a foxy body. But I'm still giving him like a 7 just because he can't wear the glasses. Like, what the heck? Why have glasses if you can't wear them? I bet I could wear them better. Wait, let's actually try this for a second. Okay, well, they fit around my neck. Wait, do they fit around Nick's neck? All right, let's just do this. Okay, actually, I'm gonna give him an 8. They fit around his neck. That's better than nothing. All right, now we have one more figure before I build Gary to Snake and all the other new characters from the movie. So let's see what's in this pack. I'm pretty sure that's another Judy variant. Sweet. All right, we have a torso, we have an arm, and we have another arm, then we have a hand and another hand. Oh, sweet. All right, and then she comes with the same head as the other one, but this time she comes with this really cool radio. I don't know, does she hold it like this? I don't remember her having a radio that intense in the movie, but the whole jacket deal looks good. Solid 9 out of 10. Bro, you can even see her toes better this time. Does she have a bunny tail? No. Where's her bunny tail? Aw, they're such a cute couple. Look at them. They should say I love you. Why didn't they say it in the movie? Now, one of the new main characters in the movie is this snake, Gary the Snake. And LEGO's made a couple different versions of snakes in the past, like this one and like this one. And neither of them look anything like Gary. And I definitely don't want to use those Lego Chima snakes, because, you know, yeah, ew. So I have to go to my park collection, and lucky for me, I have an idea. Now, what happens when you combine one of these cylinders with one of these jumpers? Well, you get this. Or if you plug it in this way, you get this. But what if you kept adding? This seems like a pretty effective way to make the body of a snake, but head-wise, it's a little tougher. So for his head, I had to grab my minifig of Roadrunner. We're just gonna take off his feather and then put the head onto the snake. Or I'm sorry, the snake. And there's our version of Gary. By the way, I tried a version of this with Kermit's head, it didn't work. It is a good instance of it not being easy being green. Oh wait, there's one more thing I wanna add. The end to his tail. I'm actually really proud of this build and giving it a 9 out of 10, and we're gonna wrap him around Judy. Yo, let's go, squad. All right, who's next? Now, the next character I want to build is the newest Disney twist villain, Paulbert Linksley. And for him, we have to go to my minifigure collection. And I'm going to use as a base for him this Bugs Bunny, because the cheeks and the ears are kind of similar. All right, now the first thing I need to get him is some pants. He has these plain brown pants, which I just grabbed from the collection and snapped on. All right, let's do one of these dark pairs of pants. Okay, at least he has pants now. All right, next I need to replicate his green shirt with those cool stripies on them. Yo, I think we have the perfect one. So we have blue, pink, whatever those colors are, and green. Oh, there it is. We just gotta switch out the hands. Oh, look, this green shirt's in the wrong place, but it has the right hand color, so we're gonna steal him. Sweet, I put it in the right place. All right, yeah, he doesn't want yellow hands. That would be weird. I gotta say, I'm a little tired of twist villains in Disney movies. All right, let's snack this on. All right, torso off. this torso on, and boom, we have a Bugsy version of Palmer. But he's missing something. He went around trying to kind of poison everyone in the movie, so I gave him this little piece. This will be like his poison thing, and he could totally go up to people and, you know. Now the next character I want to make is a brand new one who replaced the last two mayors, and it's Mayor Winddancer. He kind of sounds like Joe from Family Guy.
Justice is dead, I say.
And for his base, I'm going to use this black suit I got from Fisk for the Marvel Big Figs, and I'm giving him these brown fists, like this one and this one. The next thing I just have to do is build a horse head, and we're going to start here, do this one, and we're gonna do this one, and then I think the next thing I have to do is the eyes. I'm gonna do this one here, I'm gonna do this one here, and then we have the horse ears, and we're gonna add this little white just because it creates some color diversity. And lastly, he has this beautiful gold mane that I'm gonna represent with these pieces. Oh shoot, I think we need to make his neck higher. All right, and there he is. Bro, he looks like he could blow bubble gum. I don't know how I feel about this. He looks more like Scrat from Ice Age. Anyway, since he's a new mayor, I know where I want to put him. Right up on the balcony. Yes, let's go. Yo, he fits surprisingly well with everyone else. And out of all the other mayors that we've opened, he's probably the worst looking one here. Well, here anyway. In the movie, he actually looks nice. But he's probably the best mayor. And to be honest, he still wasn't that great. So let's build someone who is. Specifically, Nibbles Maplestick. She's this podcaster who knows the truth. And for her base, we're going to use...
I'm the Joker, baby!
Yeah, that's a weird base, right? Don't worry, we're also gonna use Taz to build her. All right, so first we're going to use Taz's legs and tail, and then we're going to use this torso, maybe take off some hands. Oh yeah, and we gotta slip in some new hands with gloves. Then you might be wondering what I'm gonna use for the head, and it's Chip. I mean, come on, it's perfect. He has the little giant tooth, he has the ear, like bro, it's perfect, come on. The torso I know isn't perfect, but it kind of matches her. And then since she has a lamp accessory, I got a Lego one. So now she could hang out with the main boys and Gary and maybe stop Mr. Langsley. All right, we're gonna put her right over here, and they're slowly phasing in with these guys over here, but it's still like a whole Zootopia 2 squad. Now next in the movie, since Chief Bogo was kind of taken out by the snake, Captain Hogbottom became pretty prominent, and I want to build him as a Lego. And I took another one of these big fig Captain America torsos, slipped this piece on, and then got to work building my hog face, so that way it kind of looks like this ugly pig. I was gonna use Miss Piggy, but she wouldn't have liked that. I'll put this here, this here. All right, that kind of looks like Pumbaa. And we're just gonna tag this on. And it's legit Officer Hogbottom. Honestly, not a fan. So Officer Hogbottom can stay right over here. The last character I have to build is Jesus. And for their base, I'm using this cowboy minifig. And can you blame me? It's a cool minifig. Since Jesus is a lizard, I got this dragon tail from one of the collectible minifigures. And we're just gonna click it in and then keep the main torso here. What we are gonna take out is the hands and the head. And we're gonna replace it with my favorite Muppet, Kermit the Frog. Yay! He's not actually my favorite Muppet, by the way, Swedish Chef is. Anyway, we gotta take off his head, and his hands, nah, he could keep his legs. All right, and we're gonna pop in this hand, pop in this one, and then I need to give him the hat back. Oh yeah, and he wouldn't be complete without a beer bottle. A bottle of liquor. Sweet. Honestly, this is one of the more random looking characters from this movie, but it's not the most random. And I'm honestly just gonna put him over here by Flash's crash. I don't crash. These are my Zootopia minifigures, and this is my Lego-fied Zootopia city. And today I'm going into the city to build minifigures of all the characters from the movie. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, I'm gonna recreate a bunch of scenes from the movie. Anyways, Lego. Now, if you've been living under a rock, let me explain what Zootopia is. Basically, it's a Disney movie about this giant city where different types of animals live and work together. Like Judy, Nick, Mr. Big, and even this super slow sloth named Flash. Now, Lego hasn't made any Zootopia sets, so I had to go to the Lego store and get this city tower. So before we build our characters, I need to build the city that we're gonna put them in. And don't worry, we're gonna build as fast as Flash. is the full Zootopia city. It has police, fire, construction, skate park, monorail, rocket ships, and everything you'd need in a city like Zootopia. But we don't need these real people minifigures, so they're all gonna go bye-bye, and we're gonna replace them with anthropomorphic animals. The first character I want to make is Officer Judy Hopps. She's the main character of the movie, and LEGO hasn't made a version of her. But they have made another bunny, specifically this one. We're gonna use him as the base. He has toes, a nice torso, and a head, but Judy Hopps has her cop uniform, so we're gonna need to find one of those. And for this, we're gonna use my minifig part organizer. And the first thing we're gonna need is a blue cop outfit. Yeah, that'll do. And then we're gonna also need short legs that are black. Okay, that'll cut it. All right, firstly the torso, then the head, then we're going to do the pants. All right, now the only thing I wanna switch out is the hands, because I don't want her to just have black hands, so we'll throw these here and then get some white ones. And then we'll leave the carrot, cause you know, what's up, dog? She also used a carrot pen to record Nick Wilde. And you know what? The set even comes with a little police station and of course the cop car. So we'll give that to Miss Judy Hopps. And that's our first custom minifigure. Next I need to build Nick Wilde, who's an anthropomorphic fox and kind of a scam artist. And the only decent anthropomorphic fox base that LEGO's ever made is this one of Robin Hood. Which is funny because Robin Hood also kind of steals. Anyways, we're going to take off his accessories, and then we're going to start using the part. I also need to go back to the minifig sorter because we need a new pair of legs. We need him to be a little taller than Judy. And then in terms of shirts, I think this will do perfect. This is from one of the Friends Lego sets. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is place down the pants, torso. We gotta detach the arms here. They're useful. Bada boom. And we gotta need the head, and we're gonna need the tail. The rest of him can go away. All right, tail here, torso here, and then we gotta take the arms. Ah, that looks pretty good. Now where it's gonna get questionable, honestly, is with the head. We could take off this, but it's not perfect, to be honest with you. And that's because of this silly hat right here. Because obviously Nick Wilde doesn't really wear a hat, but I guess we could say he does. And the issue is, he's still technically shorter than Judy because, you know, Bugs Bunny has really tall ears, which is why I considered giving Judy the Lola head, but it just, the colors don't work well at all. Now I'm giving Nick the little accessory of the popsicles that he sold, and that's why the next character we're gonna build is Finnick. He's part of Nick's giant scheme to scam people into buying popsicles, and he dresses up in this little elephant costume, and we gotta build it. And for his base, we're going to use this minifigure of Wile E. Coyote. And these are gonna be the pants like these, and a shirt like this, but maybe we'll give him a costume option. All right, we have the legs. We're gonna take this off of Wile E. Coyote and give him a tail. Then he's gonna get a torso, and then he's gonna get a head. You know, I know there are scenes where he wears a black shirt, but honestly, I don't like it on him. I like him in the little elephant costume. So I found this little Lego Labubu, and we're just gonna use his tail and his torso, and then we're gonna steal the head again. And boom, there's something that resembles Finnick. Now I just need to make his iconic Jumbo Pop. So I went to my collection, got the parts, snapped them together, and put them in his hand. Yo, this thing's literally massive. Oh wait, I need to steal one more thing over here. We need this. All right, so now we have him in his push stroller with his giant ice pop, and we're gonna need Nick to come in and hold him down, because, you know, he's a little top heavy.
Ha! I make $200 a day, Fluff. 365 days a year since I was 12.
Nicholas Wilde, you are under arrest.
For what? Hurting a few wings?
Felony tax evasion.
Yeah, $200 a day, 365 days a year. Since you were 12, that's 2 decades, so times 20, which is 1,460,000, I think. I mean, I am just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying.
She hustled you good! You a cop now, Nick.
Now there are also a lot of other important characters from Zootopia, like Flash.
Flash, 100-yard dash. Buddy, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
And since LEGO hasn't made any really good sloth heads, I decided to use my computer to make one and then print it out. And I just had to get cutting the right one. Then I had to go to my minifigure part selection, pick out a torso, gray head, and legs, snap them together, and then add the face print that I printed out. Oh yeah, and give him a mug. Oh yeah, and since he's a sloth, he's gonna need some claws. Cause you know, look at bro's fingernails. And we just put him in his seat while he works really, really slowly. Oh, and I also wanna build his girlfriend who I got more parts for, like these brown legs, pink shirt, and gray head. And we have to snap her together too, with the legs, the torso, and the head. Oh yeah, she's gonna need new hands. Oh, and she could get an office mug and claws too. How you doing, Priscilla? Good. All right, now we just gotta give her her own desk.
Flash, flash, 100-yard dash. What do you call a 3-humped camel?
I don't know. What do you call 3-humped camel?
Pregnant.
All right, so I'm putting Priscilla and Flash on this level of the city. And don't worry, by the end of this video, the rest of the city will be filled. Now, for us to have a city, we're gonna need a leader. And who better than Mayor Lionheart, the totally not corrupt official. Now, Mayor Lionheart's famous for his suit, tie, and wolfy appearance. And I got a base minifigure that covers the suit and the pants and tie. So we're just gonna need to take off his hair and then use someone like this. Oh shoot, that actually looks pretty good for Mayor Lionheart. But the beast doesn't look exactly like a lion, but you know who does? The lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Put 'em up, put 'em up.
All right, well, we're gonna take off this piece and this piece. Then we're gonna try taking this off all together. And let's see if this works. All right, that's pretty good. Now I'm just gonna take off his hands, because you know, he doesn't need those. And we're gonna put in some brown ones for lion-y hands, you know? The last thing I need to do is attach a tail, and that's really easy, because, you know, we got one right over here. Bada boom! But now that we have a mayor, he's gonna need an assistant. And his assistant is the totally not suspicious Dawn Bellwether. And I know exactly what I'm gonna use as her base. That's right, Carl from Up. Wait, what? So I'm gonna take off his head, and the cane, and then use these legs because they match her height. And we're gonna give her Mrs. Krabappel's skirt from The Simpsons, as well as her torso. And I guess it would make sense to give her the hands as well. And then we're gonna put Carl's head back on. You might say, that doesn't look like her. And you're right, so we're losing the hair. But you know whose hair kind of does look like hers? Another old man Disney character, Geppetto. And we're just gonna put that on. Maybe we get a happier face or something, because Carl already has the big glasses. And I guess this is gonna be her. But animals aren't the easiest to do in Lego, so there we go. Now, hopefully she doesn't just throw Mayor Lionheart onto the bus or anything. Or, you know, on the monorail. Anyway, a city this big can't just have Judy as a police officer, so we're gonna need some more. And the first cop I need to make is the chief cop, Chief Bogo. And I'm gonna use Captain America to do it. You might be wondering why, because he's huge and he's dark blue. And the first thing I'm gonna do is pop off his head. And now I need to make a head that looks more like Chief Bogo. And since LEGO really hasn't done any RAM builds, I have to do my own. And after going through my part collection, these are some parts I found that I think we can make something with. All right, so let's do this. First thing I wanna attach is the eyes and the ram horns. All right, so we have a mouth here. I just need to figure out how to properly do this. All right, well, we need a Technic pen, because that'll be what holds it in. And then we need the nose, then we need this piece, then we need this. Bada boom. All right, there's Chief Bogo's head. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Now we just gotta make him a fist-fighting cop. Yo! Now we can put him in front of the police station, but there's still some more police officers I want to make. Like the funny and chunky Officer Clawhauser, who's some type of tiger. And for her base, I'm using Chip from the Disney minifigure series. And all I have to do is I'm just going to take a cop and, you know, strip him. Bruh. And then we're going to put in this torso, the head, and we're going to take off the hands. And we need to put Chip's hands on. Yeah, she's missing donuts. Actually, she's missing a whole lot of them. This looks okay. He's like a receptionist and dispatcher for the police. And you know, if he had a black nose, it would have been more perfect, but don't worry, we're gonna be using that later. So we'll add him to the police force. But there's one more big cop I wanna add, and that's Officer McHorn. He's this giant rhino guy. And guess whose head I'm taking again? And then lucky for me, I already have a pre-built rhino head that I made a little bit earlier. And I think I'll be able to just, you know, stick it in here. And now you have Officer McHorn. I gotta tell you right now, I would not mess with this police department. I mean, bro, that guy's beefy. Now, this next character is my favorite because he's the chief mafia boss of all of Zootopia. And it is, of course, Mr. Big. He does Judy a favor because he saved her daughter's life and they asked on her wedding day. And now I need to build him as a Lego. But before we even build him, I want to add his chair into this level in the city. Because you know, if you wrong him, you can get flung out on this side or sent out the window on this side. Now for the base of this figure, we're going to use my boy Don Corleone. And then we're just going to swap out his legs for these little ones. And then we're going to take off his head and replace it with chips. Because this is the closest thing we had to a rodent that was darker. Now we just need to put him in his chair. Ah, look at him.
You disrespected me. You disrespected my grandmama, who I buried in that skunk butt rug.
Oh yeah, and I also wanted to make his daughter. So I got this accurate sized chipmunk. Oh yeah, and we got to give her a hairdo like that. Boom. Accurate chipmunk sized Miss Frou Frou. That's his daughter's name. His daughter's name is Frou Frou. Bro, I love this guy. He's my favorite character. I love him. The next character I want to make is kind of weird and sketchy. And his name is Yax. And he's weird and sketchy because he doesn't wear any pants. Like everyone else in Zootopia. They all wear pants and he doesn't. Anyways, I took the torso and the head from the lion from earlier. And then we're putting it with the beast. And he's probably like one of the only minifigure heads that actually has horns on him. So this actually works pretty well for him. So he can sit on the roof and, you know, meditate and do whatever he does in his weird habitat. And the last character I want to make, I'm putting on the monorail. And this character reminds me a lot of Lola Bunny. And it is Gazelle. I mean, the torso, the legs, and the tail are pretty close. The head isn't perfect because, you know, there are no horn-headed minifigure heads. But she should have a little bit of, like, cloth around her since she always wears these nice outfits. And then the last thing she'll need is a microphone. And I think that's one right over there. Oh, boom. Boom, got it. And she sings... Yeah, I'm not singing it. These are K-pop Demon Hunters, and these are them as Lego minifigures. And today I'm going to unbox, assemble, and unleash a bunch of K-pop Demon Hunters mystery minifigures. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, my Lego city is gonna pop. Anyways, Lego. Now, K-pop Demon Hunters is one of the wildest animated movies ever. You got idols fighting demons, huge magical weapons, epic dance breaks, and a soundtrack that goes way too hard for a kid's movie. So I went online and ordered a bunch of custom Lego minifigures based off of the movie. From Huntrix to the Saja Boys, and even the Saja Boys in their demon appearances. And by the end of this video, we're gonna have them all about my city. But they should be here now, so let's go get them. Boom! Okay, so in here, we're gonna have like 25-ish K-pop Demon Hunter packs, and we're just gonna move them over here, and then we're gonna unbox them one at a time. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're trying to hit 350,000 subs, and we need your help, so please do it. It's right there. Boop. Okay, let's open the first pack. All right, let's dump it, and it is Genu. Pretty sure that's Genu. It is a great looking Genu. He has like the ripped jeans with the pink belt. Yo, this looks great. And then we have the face and the hair. And he also comes with a Susie and Derpy build, which is cute. And of course a microphone and this hat. I guess for when he becomes like a demon? That's kind of interesting that they include the hat. It doesn't look exactly like his demon hat, so I'm gonna leave on this custom hairpiece, which looks a little high on his head, I'll be honest. But the minifigure overall is super duper detailed. Like definitely 10 out of 10 territory. Now, where are we gonna put these guys? Now in the city, we have this building over here, and we have this one over here, this mansion, and this giant like tower with all these things on it. And in front of it, there's this stage. So I think we'll put him on the little K-pop singer stage. Maybe we'll put Derpy up here. Maybe we could put Susie right over here. And then the hat, I guess we'll just leave over here, because why not? And we can open our next pack. I really hope all the figures we get are as detailed as those. The last time I unboxed figures, it was for a Demon Hunter's tower, but this one should be different. Yo, this is who I think it is. Yo, it's literally an accurate mystery Saja. Oh, dude, this looks so great. He also comes with a ripped jean, and he has this little chain, which the other one didn't have. Genu didn't have this, and it goes all the way around to his back pocket. Yo, that's so detailed. And he's got these little arm stickers. He has his face, but since you never see his eyes and it's covered by his hair, I guess that's what this is for. Yo, this is like the most like covered up hairpiece I've ever seen. He also comes with a hat, and he comes with a microphone. Bro, if you put on the hat, he's gonna look Lubavitch. Nobody's gonna know what that means. I'm leaving it in there. All right, so he also comes with a Derpy, but this one's a different color. And he comes with a Susie, so we gotta put them somewhere. All right, we're making this the Derpy hangout couch. So this one's gonna go here, and they could go stick their tongues out, and then I guess we have one over here. So we're gonna put the other over here, and then we're just gonna put the other hat, I guess right here, we'll stack them. Bada boom. All right, this minifig I'm giving a solid 9 out of 10. The hair could probably stick on a little better. It's a little loose, but regardless, I'm putting Mystery Saja right over here. This looks so much better than my custom version. Yo, look at them. Anyways, let's grab our next pack. All right, let's see who's in this pack. Hopefully we start getting one of the girls. Oh, that's different. What is this? Oh shoot, is this one of the demon versions of the Saja boys? I think it might be. Okay, so we have this piece, which is kind of unique. It's like a cape of some sort. We have to put this on first. Okay, we got that. And then we have eyes. Oh shoot, wait, we have an arm guard. And his arms are also super flexible. Yo, okay. So we're gonna put this on, and then we're gonna put this on. And then the last thing we have to put on is this really tall hat. Bro, how is he supposed to see? It's like a Jawa. I don't even know, what the heck? You know what, anyway, we're gonna leave this on. Oh, I get it, they see through this. See, you'd see the eyes a little bit in there. They're peeking through. So I guess this is them in one of their demon appearances. But he doesn't come with any knives, which surprises me a little bit. I guess he doesn't need to. So where am I supposed to put the demon versions of them? You know what? I know what we're gonna do. All right, Susie, get off. We're putting you over here, and we're putting the first one here. I'm assuming we're gonna be getting the squad. How awesome would that be? We had like convert them all into their demon versions. Anyway, let's take a look at our next pack. Okay, let's get going. Ah, finally, we have Rumi. Yo, and this might be the most accurate one we've gotten yet, specifically because of the face. It actually looks like a K-pop Demon Hunters character. And then she comes with the hair, and that looks good, except it probably could use a braid that goes around. But she has no back printing, which kind of is a downgrade. But hey, at least she has a microphone. This is a new minifigure. I like it a lot. 7 out of 10. Now, where do we put her? You know what? We'll make him a garage band. We'll have her play out of the garage, and we'll get the other two hopefully, and we'll just set him up here. But all right, let's go. But she looks great there. Anyways, let's open our next pack. All right, now this one should be pretty epic. You know, maybe not, I don't know. But let's see who it is. Ah, it's another one of the Demon Hunter demons. And I think this is Genu. Bro, how epic would it be if this was Genu? Bro, I'm pretty sure it's Genu. It's not Mira, is it? It's kind of giving Mira vibes. I don't know why, but we have the hat and we have the cone and we have the guitar. Okay, so like 67% sure this is Genu. The instructions are a little unclear. So I guess we're gonna have to put him at the head of the Demon Hunter costumes. So I guess we're gonna have to put him up there. This one I'm gonna give like a 6 or 7 again, because I'm not 100% sure who it is, but it looks good. 6, 7! So we're gonna put him here. Bro, you know what? Fine. All right, we're starting the new squad. Let's open up our next pack. Oh, and by the way, we have a gold pack. We'll save that for the end. Isn't that right, Jersey boy? Hey, I don't know what's going on. I'm just from Jersey. That's not what I asked, but okay, let's open the next pack. Comment if you're from Jersey. All right, let's see who this is inside this one. Yo, it's another demon. That's crazy. Okay, so this one should be a little more clear cut because the other one was a little confusing. Here we have the torso. We're just gonna snap that in. And then we're gonna just do this. We're gonna do this. Oh shoot, you need the eyes. Oh, and then he gets this gigantic hat. Oh my gosh, this hat is huge. I swear I've seen these guys before, like in Lego Ninjago or something. But I'm just gonna pretend we haven't and that these are actually for K-pop Demon Hunters and weren't just randomly placed in here. Bro, put your hat on. Good boy. By the way, you know who this hat would look good on? This would not look good on me. You wanted to bet? Yeah. See, I told you it doesn't look good on me. Here, take your hat back. I don't want it. I want my beard. Let's put this guy up with Genu, or what I think is Genu anyway. All right, let's crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. Crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong is literally my favorite thing to say in any of these videos. Crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. Oh shoot, it's another Rumi. Oh, this is her in a golden hour outfit. This isn't like her base outfit. This is like, I'm sorry, it's golden. And I said that wrong. But she comes with this new hairpiece, which also looks good. I'm getting so many different hair pieces in this video. Bro, get on there. Get on. Oh, bro, I just popped her arm off. Oh, shoot. She comes with a demon face. Okay, I'm glad I did that now. All right, we got to put this in. Okay, we're going to snap this back in. Yo, bada bing, he looks so cool. All right, so since we have another set of these girls, we're gonna put them literally right over here. We're gonna put the golden ones right over here. Bro, how many of these are we gonna have? And we also have another Derpy, and it's literally a different color blue. We literally have 3 shades of Derpy. Bro, this is so derpy. Anyways, let's keep going, I guess. I love how detailed and new all these figures are. They look really awesome. Oh, no way. Is that another blue Derpy? No, it can't be. Bruh, it's Blue Derpy again. And I think this is Romance Sasha. All right, we're gonna make the hat stack over here. So those look cool. And then we're gonna put Derpy up here, but we're running out of chair space, so we're gonna have to move him to this big cushion. You know, I probably should have someone watch them. Pick me, I wanna watch them. I love Derpies. All right, well, that's not gonna work. You know who could watch him? Dr. Han. I see. All right, Dr. Han's a really good doctor, so he could watch over them and be responsible. Probably the most responsible one in that whole movie. All right, now let's build this guy. Yo, look at these pants. They're so detailed, and he has that chain around his leg again, but this time the knee pads have like hearts. And then he also has a yellow shirt that's buttoned down, and a face, and hair. Oh, and a microphone, of course. We can't have a singer without a microphone. That would be a little weird. Bro, that looks massive. You know what else is massive? Low taper fade is still massive. Did you just low taper fade me in the big 25? That's just crazy. You know what I realized? This guy has a little heart literally on his chest. You see that, the little blue thing? That's also crazy. Bro, you can literally see his abs. Look at that. Bro, and he has the full wraparound belt. That's awesome. All right, and then we gotta do this and this, bada boom. Okay, he looks great. All right. Look at this boy. Bro, this could be literally anyone. We're getting a lot of the Sasha boys pretty early on, but I feel like there are just so many more packs. I'm so excited to see what the next one is. Oh, is that Mira? No, this is Zoe. This is Zoe. Okay, so we have the leg. Yo, those are detailed legs. Whoa. And we got that. And we have the torso that's also pretty detailed. Look at it. It like wraps perfectly. That's a perfect print. I mean, even on the side, look at that. And she has this little arm bracelet thing. Yo, that's so detailed. And then she comes with this more happy face and then like a really happy face. Oh, I like that one. That is cursed. And the hair actually looks good. And she comes with these little switchblade knives. I think she should have another one. Yeah, okay, it was in there. Yo, it's like a fan. It's like multiple knives. What the hey? Oh, that's actually a great minifigure. And I don't know entirely what she goes with. Is there another set of these? Because she doesn't really match the golden one, and she doesn't really match that one, because that one doesn't have back printing. So I guess this is a whole new set of game. How many minifigures are there gonna be? All right, we're gonna have like a bunch of Demon Hunter clones. So we're gonna just have to keep on opening, like this one right over here. All right, let's see. Oh, it's Baby Sasha. Wow, we're really knocking these guys out quick. These guys are so detailed though. I really like them. Oh, this is like the perfect torso and legs. I mean, it's a little torn, but you know, it's basically good enough. I never liked how Baby Sasha just had like the button down shirt literally coming out of the sweater. Like, bro, tuck it in. Everyone else is wearing a belt. Literally, like, look, they all have belts. Why do you get to be special? You don't get to not wear a belt. Nah, bro, I don't care that he's a baby. Anyway, comes with a baby face, bro. That's such a goofy looking face. And then this hat and hair combo that looks really freaking great if the face wasn't so freaking small. And we have the microphone, we have Derpy, we have Susie, and guess what? We have another hat. You know, I wonder if these hats are all for Derpy secretly. That would be really funny. You know what? I'm giving this hat to Derpy. Bro, Derpy, get your hat on. Oh, bro, get your hat on. Bruh, it's hat season. Okay, so we have 4 different color variants of Derpy, and I think this is another one. Unless, are these 2 the same? No, it's literally all 4 of them are different Derpies. They're all different colors. That's wild. Although the 2 on the ends look kind of similar, but they're different. I'm telling you. Dr. Ham, what do you think? I see. They look very good. All right, Baby Sasha boy. We're gonna put you right over here with the squad. And then Susie is going to go up here with Mr. Pigeon, but Mr. Pigeon's going bye-bye. So we're just having Susie. Anyway, let's open our next pack. I swear, if this is another Sasha boy. Oh, okay, finally. Bro, is that a pink Derpy? Nah, that's crazy. And then we have Mira. Okay, this one definitely goes with this Zoe. Let's put Derpy where he needs to go. And that is right over here. Bro, we're getting the Derpy army. Oh, I want it. I want it. Too bad. Bro, we have unboxed legit 3 roomies and like 2 Genus. Maybe 3. All right, so we got these legs. Yo, that's crazy. We got these legs. We have a torso. Bro, that's a really tight shirt. That's not appropriate. Bro, what is going on back there? You know what? Someone needs to get pants that fit them better. And then we also have this hat, and then we also have this hair. Bro, what is this hairline? Everyone here has a terrible hairline. Look at that. That's like almost a finger-sized hairline. And then she comes with like all these crazy weapon accessories. So let's figure out how to do these. So we have this one. That's like a big one. And I think this is gonna go here, maybe? All right, this is something. And then I guess we can do this and then this. So this could be the weapon, but that seems a little on the tall side. So maybe it's more like a staff and like a spear. I don't even know. All right, it seems a little big. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you know what? Why don't we try this? We'll do this one. And then we'll do this one, we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, these are some crazy weapons. Anyway, we're going to put her right over here with this version of Zoe. So we have Mira and Zoe. I can't wait to see what this version of Rumi looks like because these two look literally so detailed. Like I see details I literally never want to see again. Oh yeah, there was also a Susie in this, by the way. We're just gonna put the bird up here. So maybe it'll be in this pack. All right, little soda pops, let's open up. Oh! It's Abby Saja. Let's flip and go. Okay, we have these hyper detailed jeans. He comes with a fully functioning belt like all the other ones except for freaking baby Saja because he's a baby. And then we got this nice Hawaiian shirt, which is really, really detailed. Like again, a little too detailed. Like chill out, bro. Bro, look at his arms. You even got like the arm muscles printed on. And then we got the head. That's cool. And then we got the hat and hair combo. Oh, bro, that's so soft. And then we got the microphone, and then you got another one of the hats, so I could just put that over there. And he comes with another Derpy and Susie. Bro, what the heck? Why do we need all these extras? Bro, we're gonna have an army. All right, we're gonna add the Derpy bird on here, bro. We're gonna add the Derpy birds on here, like they're from that short that Pixar made with all the birds. And then we have the other Derpy, so we're just gonna add him to the collection. And then we're gonna add him over here, Abby Saja, and we have a full set of Saja boys. Bro, that's actually so funny. All right, let's grab our next pack. All right, let's see what the dealio is. I swear, is that? It's another Derpy! Bruh, this one's also a different color. You know what? Fine, you're going here. I'm just accepted. We're gonna have a giant Derpy collection. All right, and I think this is Zoe. Yo, this one's super hyper. Wait a minute, what the? Is there a whole other set? Because this is like the same detail as the one with all those weapons I just did. Wait, I could tell if she's gonna be the exact same. Wait, we can put this in. Let's just flip it around. It's literally, no, ew. All right, fine. We're gonna put her together. I don't remember that from the movie. I'm telling you, I don't remember it. Bro, what's with the little hair follicles? All right, she comes with these little stabby knives, and then she comes with one here, and she has little like holes in them, so you could like, I guess put a string through it or something. And then she has like an arm brace detail, and then she had, I don't like that detail. You guys can see it, it's silly. Anyway, we're gonna put her with that one. Then does that mean we have a whole separate set, or does this just go with this one? You know what, I'm confused, but she definitely belongs with this Mira. You know what, whatever one we open next will probably help, unless it's just a golden one, then that's not gonna be helpful. But we might legitimately have like 4 sets of different characters just from the K-pop Demon Hunters, which would be stupid, because anyway, we need to open the next one. Oh shoot, wait, we have our knife. You know what, I'm just gonna save that for later. Okay, let's see. Bruh, that is not helpful. That's not what I wanted right now. All right, this is another demon. I mean, it's nice. I'm happy to have it, but we did not need a demon. I'm in the middle of a mystery hunt. We'll hunt you down later with whichever one is the best. Bro, I like how you just spread the arms out. That's fun. And then we're just gonna put this down. We're gonna put this down. There we go. And we're gonna put this down. Yo, nice hat, dude. Hey, thanks. All right, we're gonna put him with the boys. I think this is literally the exact same one that's already up there. So we're just gonna back up our boy. All right, this is fire, and they can go chill out and watch all the Derpies. If we open one more Derpy, I'm gonna lose it. All right, let's see who's inside here. Bruh! Okay, at least this is a different one. Okay, so we have the legs. But I don't even think we could like give these guys names. So at the end, like maybe we just say, oh, this is baby Saja, because they all kind of look like dark and scary, and it's all just a front. But he comes with a cool new hat, so I mean, that's cool. And it's not like that giant one covering the face. So we could just put him like right over here. So So there's supposed to be 5 total, and we have 4. So we need 1 more. Or was that the one that fell? You know what? Don't worry about it. So we're gonna open our literal next pack. Oh, let's go. We got Roomy. Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? Okay, I know I said I'd lose it, but I'm not gonna. He will. We don't need any more stupid derpies. Okay, I got my anger out. Okay, we need to put you in an animal habitat. Bro, it's literally a different color. This one's purple. There were no purple ones yet. All right, boom. Okay, that's enough. No more derpies. I'm derped out. All right, so at least there's no more Susies. So we have the shoes and the feet and the look, she's wearing a belt. That's exciting. I'm on a belt kick right now. And see, look, like this one looks normal. She doesn't have weird extra details that aren't necessary. I mean, she does have a belly button, but like, you know what, whatever, fine. And then we also get a face and no double face. You see, just one face, like normal. And then we get a really, really nice and accurate hairpiece. And then we get this sword. Ooh, it's like a demon hunter sword. Ooh, okay. And we're going to put her like this. Oh, this is probably the singular best looking Roomy I've ever seen out of these types of minifigs. I mean, look at the detail. Like, whoa, that's super detailed, but not too detailed where I'm uncomfortable. And you know, like, it's a good minifig. I like it. I like good minifigs. But you know, I do think this one probably belongs over here. But these all look good, other than some details that are a little unnecessary. But anyways, let's open up our next pack, because we still have 4 to go. And then we'll have the epic major fight between all of the derpies. Okay, I think this is Mira. I'm like 76% sure it's Mira. Okay, yeah, this goes with that other one that didn't have any back printing, because this one doesn't have any back printing. And she comes with like a kind of lame sword build. Yeah, it's like a weird lightsaber. What the hey? She looks okay. I don't know, like a 4 out of 10. She'll go over here. The face print is accurate, so it looks like kind of nice. But you know, it's like not my favorite. We still have 2 figures left, so these should be interesting. And I'm betting one will be a golden hour at least, because we really need those. Bro, okay, it is the golden hour. No, it's flipping derpy. And this one's a duplicate. We literally already have this one, but we'll add him to the squad. You know, this looks like a reproduction of the minifigs.me one, but I'm telling you they're not. Minifigs.me puts that on like official Lego, and these aren't official. All right, so here she is. Bro, why? This one didn't even have that, did it? Yeah, it did. Ew. Bro, there's cheeks in here. What the hey? That's weird. Anyway, she comes with an angry face and a less angry face. The minifigs.me ones were definitely not that detailed. Anyway, she does come with the same hair as them though, so I guess that makes sense. And then she comes with a microphone, you know, that makes sense. And then we have Derpy. Bro already knows where he's going. Bro's destined. And we're going to put her legit over here. 7 out of 10, looks solid. We just need 1 more golden hour. And then I guess this might have been the Zoe for this one. I could be wrong, but like, it feels wrong. It doesn't feel like this is the right Zoe. Anyway, we have 1 more pack to open. We have this one, and then we have a gold one, which should be interesting. Okay, so this is what I thought it would be. This is golden hour. Fine, you stay there. I don't want to see you again. All right, so there's that. There's overly detailed, but I like the gold shine. That's good. I like it. It's new. It's fresh. And she's angry. And I'm angry that you haven't hit that little subscribe button. Yeah, we're looking at you. Yeah, you. Anyways, we're gonna clip in this microphone and we gotta put her with the rest of the squad. All right, like 8 out of 10. It looks pretty great. I mean, come on. They're the K-pop demon hunters. How could they not look great? Oh, and the extra Susie, I bet you were wondering. Yeah, we're putting this one up here by the spaceship. And like that, we have our last pack and then we get to have them all fight. Oh yeah, I don't need you anymore. Yeet. All right, let's crack it. Bruh! No, that's such a lame gold pack. Well, I guess it does complete the boys. So like, it's not entirely lame. All right, let's complete these boys. Come on, get on there. All right, come on, get on. We got the eyes and the head. We got the hat. Okay, cool. That's a big boom. Okay, so bro, it's another one of these. You know what? Where's that one that fell? I want him back. All right, I got him. Mr. Mask Cat, you're going right over here. And we have all 5 of the boys and there was totally no one else and we didn't just get an extra for no random reason. All right, now we have a lot of K-pop Demon Hunters characters, but what are we gonna do with them all? I think we should have them all fight the Derpy army. Let's do this.
Let's go!
Stop!
defeated all the stupid derpies. Let's go. Huntrix, Saja Boys, and even the Stud Squad got together to stop the derpies. Today, I'm recreating the K-pop Demon Hunters out of Lego. I'm going to build a bunch of different sets and minifigures and then combine them all to have an epic concert. Anyways, Lego. Now, I got these 4 fake Lego sets of the K-pop Demon Hunters characters, and I'm gonna start by building this one. All right, and we're gonna build the first set of the K-pop Huntrix couch. And it looks like we're getting figures of Rumi and Derpy. So let's open it up. All right, we're gonna dump it. Let's go! All right, and then we have instructions here for all the builds, and we have bags with all the characters. So we gotta rip them open. Boom! Okay, and there's our little minifigure cat version of Derpy. Oh my gosh, he looks so cute, I want to pet him. Aw, look at him, good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. All right, now the first character I have to build is Rumi. All right, so we have this leg piece, and we have this over here. Where's the other leg? Oh, boom, we have this over here, and we're just gonna put this down. And then next we have the torso, which has no back printing. Sweet. And then we have an arm here, and an arm here, and a hand here, and a hand here. Awesome. And then last we have the head and hair. Bruh, what is that face? The hair looks a little better at least. It's at least purple. I don't like how close the lips are to the neck. It just feels weird. All right, but now that we have Rumi built, I have to build the couch. All right, and we're gonna start with this piece, and then we're gonna get this piece, and this piece. Oh, sweet. Okay, and then now we just need to start texturing out the couch with different tiles and bricks. Where's this piece? Sweet. Okay, and then we're gonna need more bricks, like this one, and we're gonna need another one like this one. Sweet. Okay, now we just gotta click in a couple more pieces. Here. All right, and then the last thing I have to do is round out the couch. Boom, and sweet, now we can start tiling it off, so that way there actually is room for characters to sit on it. All right, we're putting this here, and then we're gonna put down these tiles and this corner piece. This looks like a custom piece just for this set, which is really cool. Bro, I never thought a couch build would be so interesting. But anyway, we just have to round it off with the side arm pieces, some more bricks, and then we just have to round it out. Okay, that's awesome. And the first character I'm definitely putting on is our boy Derpy. And we'd also could probably put Rumi down with her sword. Now, the other thing that they had at their couch was lots of snacks. And I have to build their snack table. We're gonna do this and this. Sweet. And then we're gonna do these red cups, and we're gonna do this plate for some reason. And then we also have this little thing here, and then we have a glass with an ice cream in it, and then we have these cupcakes, and then guess what? We have another cupcake. So now Rumi can just munch on all this stuff. We also have enough parts for a sectional, so let's build that. All right, sweet. Here's the sectional. So you can just connect it or just leave it to the side. See, because Rumi could just chill in it. Boom. And when we build the other ones, we can put them around the couch. This kind of reminds me of the couch from Fox and Friends, which I actually got to visit. And the last thing I have to build is this plant. So let's do that. All right, so we're gonna build this round yellow pot with all these quarter pieces, and then we're gonna put in this piece called a stud hopper, and it's rounded so that way it's easy to put parts on. And then we're just gonna stack plant pieces. Sweet, and then we're gonna put this here, and boom, we have the completed set. Yeah, the box does a pretty accurate job, and for only 104 pieces, this feels like a lot. Anyway, we'll get this out of here and check out our next set. And this is the K-pop Demon Hunters castle. Now this tower, I believe, belongs to the Saja Boys, and it comes with Zoe. So we're just gonna crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong on into it. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna open this bag, all boring parts, and then we're gonna open this bag, which has less boring parts, because, you know, it has the minifigure. So we have this, and we have this, and then we also have the torso. Wow, these legs do not look good. And we have the arms, and then we have the other arm, and then we gotta do the hand, and we gotta do another hand. Bro, get in there, hand, come on. And then the last thing we have to do is the head, the hair, and the weapons. I gotta be honest, this is kind of an ugly version of Zoe. But lucky for us, I got a better one. Wait, why does she have Wolverine claws? I just got this one on the right in the mail recently, so tell me which one you like better in the comments. Left or right. Anyways, we gotta build the castle. And you're gonna wanna start with these two big plate pieces, which we'll just put down right here. And then we'll put this here and this over here. Then we're gonna put this down, and we're going to put this down. Sweet, now we have a fully formed base. Well, almost. We still have to add these two pieces here, and this one over here. Oh, sweet. All right, we're gonna snap this in, and then we're going to just do all of these. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we have to build these pillars, and I think these are gonna be like little windows or something, but we have to see, honestly, because I don't know. I've never built a castle like this before. Okay, yeah, the windows do go in here. We have one that goes here, and one that goes over here. Oh, sweet. And then we're gonna put on this pillar, and then we use all these special grill-like pieces at the center. Epic. Oh shoot, wow, we gotta texture this out, and then we gotta add these little boys. We're gonna tag this here, and then we're gonna go up another level. Oh shoot, and we need to do it not just with the red ones, but with the black ones. So there's like this eye center laser gate, but you gotta add these tiles down here too, so that's fun. We have this here, and then we have this, and this, and this. Okay, and then we also have these two new windows, which we have to like put these little like gates on. I guess someone super important is supposed to be inside those. And then we're gonna click-a-lack-a-do them there. Click-a-lack-a-do is definitely not a word, by the way. But guess what? We gotta add even more of these boys. Bro, I love cylinder pieces. We're gonna add this, and then we're going to add this. All right, sweet. And yo, we have a fully functioning Lego castle. You know who I think would love this? Florida Man.
No way, this is epic. I love a good castle. All right, I'm just gonna, and I am at the top of the castle now.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, and we'll put the Zoe that came with it at the front of the castle, although it's not my favorite. And then we'll just put it over here by Rumi. Now the next set I have to build is number 3, this one of the stage with Genu. Yo, and this one comes with Susie and Genu, of course. Anyways, we gotta crack it open. Sweet. All right, we got the instructions and 2 bags again. All right, we're gonna crack open this bag, and then we're gonna crack open this one. All right, and then we're gonna click in an arm and another arm, boom, and then we're gonna go boom. Wait, and then we gotta snap in a head, and we gotta snap in a hair. And then he also wears those iconic jeans. I guess his name is Genu, so him having jeans is kind of funny. Hey Genu, I brought you something. What's that? It's my little soda pop. Bruh. I know, it wasn't funny. Do you still want it? Yeah. Yo, Dr. Pepper's like my favorite soda. All right, now we have to build Susie and the stage, but we're gonna start with the stage. Lucky for us, we have this piece over here and this piece over here, and same deal for this and this. All right, cool. We have this, and then we have all these different L-shaped things, and then we're going to put on this round circular piece. Okay, now I have all these other circular bricks, and we're just gonna stack them up like this, and that's pretty easy to do. And we're just gonna keep going up and up and up, and then we're gonna stack this here, and then we have to stack these up, and we have another tree trunk that's over here. All right, and then we have to build the rest of this tree, like this one over here, and this one over here, and this one over here, and this one over here. Sweet. And then we're just gonna do it a second time. Sweet. Last thing I have to do is build this stage for 1. And where's Genu? There he is. Fire. Okay. So we have Genu's stage, and we can put that over there. Actually, I'll put it over here for now. And now I just have to build the brick-built version of Susie. Do this piece, we need a little bird tail, and we need these 2, and we need this one. And then we're going to tag on this piece, and this one over here. Sweet. All right, and then we have this, and then this, and then this piece, and we're gonna do this piece. All right, now this guy has like a billion eyes, so somehow we're gonna have to do all those. And by a billion, I mean like 3. And they're on both sides, which makes it creepier. So we have to do this side, and then we're gonna tag in this piece, then we're gonna tag in another piece, and then we're gonna tag in another one of these. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Tag in this, and this, and this. And sweet, we have almost a whole bird. All right, and now the last thing we have to do is the boy's beak. And then we're gonna snag this on, and we're gonna snag this nose thing. And then we just have to add on his hat. Oh, sweet. Yo, this looks actually pretty fire. And we also have a microphone. You know what that means. All right, and we're going to add him over here with his bird fellow over here. But there's still one character missing, and it's Mira with the Huntrix jet. Now, the Huntrix team has their own private jet, and it looks really, really cool in the movie. So we have this one in Lego form. It has 103 pieces, and I don't know how it functions, like if it has interior space or how that works, but I guess we're gonna find out. All right, let's crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. And we're gonna just open up this plane, and we have the instructions as well as the 2 bags. And let's open our first minifigure Mira. Okay, so we have the leg piece over here, and then we're gonna do the other leg, and then we're gonna do the torso. And look, it has her Huntrix tour shirt on. And then we're gonna do an arm, and a hand, and a head, and a hair, and a hand, a sword. Oh, sweet. Now I do wanna put her like on a chair right here, just so that way we could have them all in the same area. And now I can build the plane. All right, now we put these wheels on, and then we have this piece over here, and this can accommodate this kind of wheel. That's kind of interesting. And then we have this here, and we have this here, and here. Oh, sweet. Yo. All right, and next we're going to add all the siding like this and like this. And then we can add on the actual pink parts. I don't think we're gonna have an interior, which is a little disappointing. But then again, I don't know how you do that with a set this small. Look at this. There are these flat pieces, and you can just put them on the sides. Then we're gonna add this one over here and this one over here. All right, and then we have to do these like back fin plane pieces, which are cool, which means we have a total of like 4. We're gonna put this in, and we're gonna put this in. And then the next part I need to add on is the fin. All right, we have the wings added now. Then we can add these 2 as well. Oh, and back here, we're gonna add some back fins. And then after that, we could tile them off like this and like this. Sweet. And then we're gonna tile on these, and we're gonna tile on these, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're going to do these little wing things over in the corners. We have to add this up here, I think. Where's this? Yeah. We have to add the front cockpit-like area. Sweet. And then lastly, we're just gonna tag on all these different pieces. Oh, yeah, and then we have windows, and this piece, and this piece. All right, and this is the Huntrix jet, and apparently Mira's like whole thing is supposed to have this little diamond at the end of it, so I just attached that, and this is the build. So we can tag this over here, and then fly this in right over here. And like that, there are all the K-pop Demon Hunters Lego sets. Yo, this spinny chair is so fun. Today, I'm gonna be building and customizing characters from the How to Train Your Dragon movie. From this basic Lego Toothless to the rest of the cast. So stay tuned, because things are going to get hot. Anyways, Lego. Now, the How to Train Your Dragon movie came out a long time ago, and it's about this guy named Hiccup and how he learned to train his dragon named Toothless, because he has no teeth. And the people from his town don't really like dragons that much, but he tries to get them to. The movie was so popular that they did a second and a third one, and also a TV show. In fact, it was so popular, they're even doing a live action one. So I thought it would be a good idea to recreate every character from the movie in Lego, and at the end, build a giant Lego Toothless that breathes actual fire. And we're gonna start by customizing the main character from the movie, Hiccup Horrendous Haddock. Now for Hiccup, I'm starting with this base figure. This looks nothing like him. This is Prince Charming from Cinderella's Castle, and I thought that this is a good face for him. Obviously, we're gonna have to be tearing it apart, and we don't need the cape, and really all I want from him is going to be the face. So the first thing we're gonna look for is hair. And these are my minifigure parts. I have parts for pretty much everything, including hair. So let's see what's a good hair piece. Too long, too green. Honestly, this could work. We'll try it. What else? Oh, this probably matches the hairstyle. It's just a little on the light side. Is there anything else? Nope, definitely not that. I could see the case for this, but I'm gonna go with the other two. All right, now we're gonna remove this hair, obviously, because it doesn't work. Now, which of these do you think matches him better? This one or this one? Yeah, no, I like the first one better. Yeah, we're going with that. That is from Rex Danger Vest, I believe. Now next we gotta find the torso. Okay, so I plan on covering a lot of it, but this should be good. It has the right hand color and everything, and it's brown. As for pants, we have a lot of color variety, but it's mostly brown with some green highlights. So is there anything in the brown pants section that looks like that? No? That actually looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna take off his cape. I don't think Hiccup liked that very much. Now we're just gonna put on his torso and his legs. Cool, so now we have like a working version of him. Now in the movie, Hiccup actually had a missing foot, specifically a missing right foot. And I think that's because it got bitten off by a dragon or something. I really don't remember, but we have two options in Lego for this. Firstly, the pirate peg leg. And secondly, the prosthetic limb. Firstly, we have the pirate peg leg. And I want to try this on, just to see how it looks. All right, and we're gonna click that in. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. Now, the reason I'm concerned about this is because I only have it in this blue color, and it might look a little off-putting, but it would be more accurate. So we'll take the pirate limb off. It's a lot harder than it looks. Okay, now we could just call him, instead of Hiccup, we could call him Hoppy. All right, let's plug this on. There we go. Okay, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, but it's not like the most blended in thing in the world. Now he has some pretty padded out armor, and I actually am gonna steal some from my boy Wrecker from Star Wars. Sorry, brother. All right, we're just gonna pop that on. Okay, so there is a version of Hiccup. I actually think I wanna go with the brown peg leg. It matches his hair. Okay, cool. And I actually want to make his face a little more confident. Nice. Now, since Hiccup isn't the most violent character in the movies, I wanted to give him something a little more fun as an accessory. So I got this fish, because, you know, that's what he fed Toothless with when he first met him. And this is my first minifigure of Hiccup Horrendous Haddock, or HHH. I think it's pretty good. But you know, we can't have Hiccup without Toothless, right? Wait a minute, what is that? How to Train Your Dragon box. Oh my gosh, look, is that like Toothless? Whoa, it's a mystery box. I can tell because of the question mark. All right, we're gonna open it up. I don't want to ruin this nice box, so we're gonna try to do it from the back. I don't know where to open it though. I'm just guessing. Is that an Italian brain rot character? Totally didn't use this box in another video. All right, let's get this bad Larry opened. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna reach in and, oh yeah, I think that's definitely gonna be Toothless. Whoa, that's a lot of parts. All right, so we have a Toothless that we have to build apparently, that's in all these bags. Oh wow, that's so many parts. So anyway, let's get building. And flying in, we have our Toothless build, and he is so cool. He's got these wings, he's got these cool feet with giant claws on them that are totally not popping off. I'm just gonna fix that right on there. Just let that get on. Yeah, there we go. All right, and he's also got this mouth with a little tongue in there. He's obviously got no teeth because his name's Toothless. And he's also got these green eyes, which would use this really cool piece. And of course, there's an area to sit Hiccup, but we will do that a bit later. Now, as for the rest of him, he's got a giant wingspan, and he looks really, really cute from this angle. On his back, he has like 8 different spikes, which really texture him out, and then he has a fully functioning tail. He can swing literally anywhere. And he's also got, of course, the repaired tail, because one of them got kind of shredded up. And his face is just so adorable. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh my goodness, and he can fly. Look, he's trying to fly. That's so cute. The build mainly uses ball joints to connect the wings to the actual torso, which is nice, because if you use really anything else, it won't be able to structurally work. But now I got him flying. And him flying is actually really cool. Oh, he looks so happy. Now we're gonna be seeing more of him in a bit, because I'm actually gonna have him breathe fire. Like real 100% legit fire and smoke. Might even set off the smoke alarm. But now I wanna try putting Hiccup on. And I ran into an issue. You see, since Hiccup has the little peg leg, it doesn't really have a hole for him to sit down on. So we need to replace it. So I got that leg from earlier from that lady and plugged it in. And that one does have a butthole. So it could connect directly to the seat, and you could fit Hiccup on him just fine. And they actually look really cute together. Now next up is Astrid Hofferson. Now this is the armorer from the Mandalorian TV show, and this is actually a custom minifigure from the company Firestar Toys. And it is also one of my favorite Lego minifigures literally ever. It's super detailed. It has these cool custom molded weapons, as well as this nice fur, and just all these awesome cloth pieces, and even this gorgeous helmet. It has to be by far the nicest minifigure possibly ever, and we're gonna be taking it apart, and I'm even gonna use this little fur a little bit later on another important character. But we're gonna use the rest of this for Astrid, and to start with her, we're actually gonna steal part of Elsa. So I just had her let go of her head, because the hair braid really matches the one that she has in the movie, and the armorer's armor already looks pretty darn close to what Astrid had in the movie. So putting these two together makes them look really good. As for her weapon, she was seen carrying a battle axe in the movie, so I gave her this axe, flipped it around, and then attached another axe to it, making it a double-sided battle axe. And now both she and Hiccup can vibe together and fight together with our boy Toothless. Yeah, this is the power squad right here. Our next character is Hiccup's dad, Stoic the Vast. But you might be saying to yourself, hey, isn't that Thor? Well, not anymore. Now for Stoic, the big things he has are his battle axe and his helmet. And obviously his gigantic orange beard. But before we can do all that, I want to texture him out. So we're gonna use that armorer's cape from earlier, pile that on, and now we're getting a bit more close to the feel I want him to have. Now in terms of beards, I don't actually have a giant orange beard, which is a bit of an issue, but you know where there may be one? My minifigure parts. All right, where is there an orange beard? Oh, that's perfect. All right, here we got Obi-Wan frickin' Kenobi's head. Cool, that's got an orange beard. And then I also found this buffalo hat. I guess that will substitute as a Viking hat, but he really feels incomplete without his weapon. So let's fix that. All right, so I got this little arrow, and we're gonna clip another one of these battle axes to the end of it, and then we're gonna give it to Stoic, and he can use it to slay dragons. Now Thor also had a hammer, but we're gonna be using that a little bit later. Now I'd say this one looks pretty good. I think it would have looked better with a real looking beard, but there just isn't many options for that. Now our next character is one of the funny characters, Gobber the Belch. Now as his base, I'm using this minifigure who's been a main character in a lot of my videos, because I think he just fits the vibe. And the first thing I have to do is obviously take off his hand, because Gobber doesn't have a normal hand. He has this giant rock one. I guess it was also eaten by a dragon. Back to the minifig parts. So, and we're gonna look at the hand. Ah, that's unique. That's a hook. All right, so with our boy, we're gonna give him a hook. Now he's borderline pirate. Can't remember, does Gobber have a peg leg? I do know I have to take off his hair because that's just not gonna work, but he already has the mustache. I don't have another Viking helmet, so I'm gonna use this kind of barbarian one. It has like a little bone on it. But then for his hand that has the giant rock, I'm taking the Thor hammer out of this little construction. Boom, and we tag that in. So now he has the full-on rock fist, which is cool. Yo, okay, so he does have a peg leg. So we're taking his leg off, and we're gonna use that one we couldn't use on our boy Hiccup. All right, where'd it go? Here it is. All right, awesome. Now we got Gobber the Belch, and we got Stoic the Vast, and we got Hiccup, the boys. But we got more boys, specifically fish legs. So first he got him these brown legs, which is fine, and then I actually was gonna use this torso piece, but that's not a good idea. They literally snapped in half. You cannot trust these brown pieces. I mean, look at that. That's what inside a minifigure looks like. I even gave him these arms and everything, but he just snapped. So that's not gonna work. It was perfect too. It was brown and everything. He's a very basic build. Honestly, maybe I could still use him. I like the way the arms can just position like that. All right, maybe we'll still try it. He has a pretty simple face, very chubby guy, and that's kind of hard to capture in Lego. But we got that. And the last piece is from Jane from Thor. And he had a little helmet and blonde hair, so I just thought that would be a perfect fit. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. All right, this isn't the best torso, but like, this is literally the only brown thing I had. We'll put the face back on and the helmet. Actually, we could probably take off the arms. I just wanna make sure I don't break the torso this time. Taking off Lego arms on older torsos is very dangerous, I've come to learn. Oh no, it's already cracking. I can't even do it. All right, let's not do that. All right, I guess he has blue arms now. Good job, fish legs. Congrats. Now these next two characters are gonna be really easy because it's Tough Nut and Rough Nut. Tough Nut is the boy and Rough Nut is the girl. Now, as bases for these figures, we're using Loki and Girl Loki. So yeah, so we just gotta evict the helmet and the cape. They don't wear those. With this long hairpiece from Lord of the Rings, it's very accurate to the movie. And for Girl Loki, I'm replacing pretty much nothing because I don't know what major improvements I can make. I don't have any Viking helmets, which makes this very difficult. And next I want to make the evil character from the movie, Snotlout. As a base for him, I'm actually going to use Wanda. Obviously, you know, we don't need a lot of this, but he has a very like red, evil looking base. Back to the parts collection. As for hair, this is perfect for him. Face is going to be a little tougher. All right, we're going with this one. Before a cape, no cape would be more perfect than this evil alien one. Oh, this is gonna be great. All right, now the first thing we're doing is obviously going to be taking off this guy's head and stealing his cape. I actually think he looks better without it, to be honest. And then we're going to just pour this sucker on. And then we're gonna put on the face, put on the hair, boom, Snotlout. Snotlout. I'm like 80% sure that's how you pronounce his name. And that's literally all the main characters from the first How to Train Your Dragon movie. Oh yeah, we almost forgot someone. And now that we made all the characters, it's time to make Toothless breathe fire. But first I need to go in the closet and get my trusty dusty smoke machine and then plug it into my mess of wires. Ugh. And now we just gotta wait for that light to turn red. All right, so we got the red lights pouring down on Toothless and he's gonna be smoking up a storm soon. And in preparation, we gotta load up our boy Hiccup. This is a basic Lego Stitch, and today I'm going to collect, craft, and construct every Lilo and Stitch Lego set and recreate iconic scenes from the movie, and even unbox some mystery minifigures. So don't drop your ice cream and Lego. Now the brand new Lilo and Stitch movie just came out, and I immediately head to the Lego store to buy all the Lilo and Stitch sets ever made. Well, the ones they had there anyway. I spent a good chunk of money there, but they didn't have them all. So I went online and copped some on eBay, and I gotta go to my mailbox to grab it. And this is a Disney minifigure pack. It could potentially come with any one of these minifigures, but we're hoping that it's Stitch. But it should be Stitch. It is Stitch. All right, we got his legs, his torso, his head. Now I still want to build the rest of the Lilo and Stitch sets, but before I could, I head to the movie theater to go see the live action remake for some inspiration. It was super fun, and my personal favorite part was Stitch's laugh. Now I bet you thought that Stitch minifigure was the only CMF one ever made. And you're wrong, because there's another one with 4 arms. No, not those 4 arms, 4 arms. This one is Experiment 626 and it came out in 2023. A whole 7 years after the first one. And 1 year after that, Lego made its first official Stitch set. So I ought to get cracking. And it's a Brickheads of him. This is a line of Lego sets that only costs $10 and you can build so many different characters in Lego. And this one is peak. The build is cool and has a stripe pattern on the back and he's very blocky. Now for this next bit, I have to go to the beach. And then I got on a plane to Hawaii. No, that's not actually gonna happen. I'm staying in Florida for this one. The beach looks exactly the same. And I started to get to work on our next set, Stitch. So let's build it.
So, it started raining, so we're just gonna finish building Stitch in here.
And we can put that in, and it's sunny out again. So let's take him outside. Hey look, he's also got some ice cream. And he's got a whole Hawaiian shirt deal going on, and a little flower on his head. So me and Stitch vibed on the beach for the rest of the day, and now we have to build the next Lilo and Stitch set. So let's build. The next set that came out in 2025 is their beach house. Yeah, that one from the movie. It has a ton of iconic scenes in it. And we finally got some new characters that aren't Stitch, although we did get him too. But we finally got Lilo. No, I'm not counting that one that came in the Disney Magic set. This Lilo has 2 faces, this one's my favorite, a new toe print, and even a flower you could put in her hair.
She's touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You're touching me.
Not touching.
Touching me.
It's free air. Ew!
She also has her doll Scrump, who's a full-on minifigure. What's this dude's issue? This dude's funky looking. As well as Nani, Lilo's very responsible older sister who takes care of her.
This did not go well.
Oh, was that Mr. Bubbles? Mr. Buggles is a super secret government agent and also a social worker. And by far the most epic minifigure in the set might be David. He gets a guitar, a surfboard with a hidden Mickey on it, and even some torches that are lit up from both sides so that he can basically be Darth Maul.
At last we will have revenge.
Oh yeah, and we got a new Stitch. This one's darker than the other 2 apparently. It also has this cute little Stitch drawing at the corner of the box, and this whole set costs $90, which actually isn't bad. The first thing I had to build from this set is the little hover taxi for after Stitch got literally fried trying to save Lilo. This little red ship has a seat for Lilo, a seat for Stitch, and nobody else. And then we have the house. Yeah, this house, based on the one that Lilo and Nani lived in. Before you know it. Inside the house, there's a living room with this record player like the one that Lilo uses to listen to Elvis music. He ain't nothing but a hound dog. And there's also this jar of pickles with all of Lilo's friends.
My friends need to be punished.
There's also this kitchen/laundry room area, but unlike in the movie, you cannot fit the small child into the washing machine, which I'll be honest was a little disappointing. And inside the kitchen, there's also a stove with something on it burning, and this fridge with a mildly disturbing drawing of a small child. Then if you go upstairs, there's this crate for Stitch to sleep in. I think it was a pineapple crate. And then there's also a bed for Lilo, where next to it is this cool sticker wall featuring all these different characters from the movie, including the shirtless ice cream man. Yeah, that shirtless ice cream man. Another special detail was this book, The Ugly Duckling. And Stitch was always reading this in the movie, and just like Stitch, the ugly duckling got lost. And you know who else is lost? Everyone who doesn't hit that subscribe button. Yeah, you heard me. Hit that subscribe button. We also got a Pleakley and Jumba family photo. Just wish they were in the set. And wait a minute, why is there a Mulan poster in Nani's room? Oh, probably because it's actually there in the movie. Good job, Lego, that's a great detail. I actually wanted to take some of the minifigures from this set to the beach to go surfing. And we could test out if their surfboards actually float. So first I had Stitch try to catch some waves. Oh yeah, catch some waves, Stitch. Here comes the big wave. Where'd he go? Did we just lose Stitch? I guess now he is Ohana with the sea. That's sad. All right, let's have Nani try surfing. All right, she seemed to make it out alive. We did get some pretty cool action shots though, but there's still one more Lilo and Stitch set missing. And no, it's not that Disney Magic one that has the Lilo minifigure, it's another one. And I think it just got here. What's that? Is that like a pink Stitch? Angel. All right, let's build it. So this is a cool pink girl version of Stitch. She has all these hearts coming out of her head and a butterfly in her stomach, literally. And she also has these tentacle things coming out of her head. I'm not entirely sure what they do. I wonder if she was also made by Jumba. I honestly wonder if Stitch has even met her yet. Hey, I think Stitch is pretty nervous.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
No, Stitch, just say hi.
How?
And that's literally all the Lilo and Stitch Lego sets ever made. You're forgetting something. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Yes you are. Nope, that's it. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind. I'm not spending $100 on one minifigure. But family. No, but you have to. There's already a Lilo in the main set. It's a different one. What is this, clickbait? No, fine, I'll go get it. I don't want to spend $100 on a minifigure. Not again. Little sand in here from earlier. I don't want to go home. That's $100 I'm not getting back.
Hey!
All right, let's build it, I guess. All right, here's the magic of Disney Lego set with the giant overlord of Disney himself, Mickey Mouse. It's actually a pretty fun build. He's surrounded by his minions like those magic broomsticks from Fantasia, Pinocchio's dad, Geppetto.
You have to rescue your father from the belly of the whale.
We also got the
Under the sea.
on Pride Rock, Tales Old as Time, blah, 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 it's Belle, and we don't talk about him. And finally, we have Lilo, the first version of her in Lego, actually. She actually has hair that looks a little closer to Nani's, with a pink flower in it, and her legs are more like a printed on 1x2 brick, but she still has a whole floral print, like in the movies. I honestly think this set was a giant excuse by Lego designers to put a bunch of minifigures and characters that Lego hadn't made yet, which is ironic because since it's come out, we've gotten a lot of them in some pretty giant sets. I'm looking at you, Belle. And that's every set. No, a keychain is not a Lego set. That doesn't count.
But yeah, when I was in the Lego store, I actually asked if they had it, and they literally had it in this box. So I did get the Stitch keychain too.
And now that we built all those sets, we should unbox some of these Mystery Stitch minifigures. And I think they just got here. That was quick. Do not open. I wonder why. Maybe it's because experimental unit 626 is in here, or some other Lego, Stitch characters. All right, we're gonna open it up. Ooh, and they even come in blind bags. Our first Stitch minifigure. Remember, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. So we're not gonna be leaving any of these sealed shut. And it looks like we have our first Stitch. And I think this is the Experiment 626 variant of him. Gotta squeeze his head on first. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Give him some arms. And then of course we gotta give him some hands. Oh, no way, and he comes with a blaster. Comes with 2 blasters. What? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Experiment 626 had a red jumpsuit. That's the one Lego made officially anyway. I could be wrong. Honestly, out of the 2 of these, I still think the red one's better. Maybe because he has the 2 arm molds, so he gets more hands than the Experiment 626 that's orange. But that doesn't make him bad at all. It is still a super detailed minifigure, and it has toe printing. Look at that. Bro's got toes. Actually, if you can subscribe with your toes, I bet you can. All right, I'm giving Experimental 626 a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really good figure, minus the missing arms. All right, the next minifigure we're going to grab is going to be in here, and it's another blind bag, and I think these are all going to be some type of Stitch. So we're going to keep going. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that Angel? Okay, so it's like this purpley Angel, which I'm pretty sure Angel is pink. Someone can correct me that down below. I was not a huge fan of the sequel Lilo and Stitch movies. I'll be honest with you. I know that's like against the law to say for some people, but I'm gonna say it. And yeah, her build accessory is some roses and also some ice cream. It's kind of like the ice cream that guy from Lilo and Stitch 1 had that, kept falling and melting. Oh, poor bro. I'm gonna give this one a solid 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. All right, next blind bag. Here we go. Oh, it looks like a kind of regular normal Stitch. I'm actually excited we got this because I'm kind of curious to compare it to the official Stitch that's normal. Came out almost 10 years ago, which is crazy. All right, so a couple interesting accessories with him. So he's cool, he's definitely a darker blue. He comes with a little rose, which I guess he's supposed to give to Lilo, which is cute. And then he also comes with a bottle because they treat him like a baby. Now, compared to the official Stitch, this one is definitely a little more textured out, a little more cartoony. And I think this one actually probably gets a 10 for a Stitch minifigure. Because another thing he has that the other one doesn't is he has opposable legs. So he could actually, sit down, which this one just, can't, which is sad. And this one also has a decent back printing that goes on to the actual legs. I don't think this one does. Yeah, no, this one, the tail is still a part of it. And also you'll notice there's a bit of a discoloration between the legs and the torso, which is interesting. This one doesn't have that. And it also has printing on the full wrap around top of the ear, as to where this one, it's kind of misprinted. printed. So Lego actually, grant you this is a 10-year difference, but I think that the new one is better, which is a little concerning. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. Anyway, let's get into the next blind bag. All right, I am so excited for this next one. I don't think we're gonna get a Lilo in here, but if we do, that would be cool. All right. Ooh. What? That low-key looks like the torso that the Beast wore. And you know, like Beauty and the Beast? I don't know, small movie. Not many people have heard of it. But wait, is it like a Stitch version of him? Okay, we got the hand on. Let's get the other hand on. All right, and then we could get the head on, I guess. And it's the same head that we just did. Shoot, one sec. There's a hand stuck in his head. See that? That's an issue. Oh, shoot. I might have to fetch that out with like a razor blade. Sweet, we got it off. All right, now it should be nice and easy to put it on. Yes, yes, we got Beast Stitch, but he's like elegant Beast Stitch. Those are not words I thought I would put together. And he comes with blasters. All right, so we got the full wraparound printing with the torso piece, and the printing is actually pretty well aligned on this one too. I asked my friend Alex specifically what this was from, and he sent me this weird Funko Pop, which I guess is where it comes from, and this thing's low-key disturbing. So I'm gonna give this like a solid 5 out of 10. It's a weird choice, still really cool, and still has the wraparound printing, a very high quality minifigure. And here's everyone we got so far. I want you guys to comment by the end of this video which of these is going to be your favorite, and also if you're excited for the Lilo and Stitch movie, and if I should do more Lilo and Stitch videos, because that's why I'm doing this, so to see if I should actually buy the new sets. Huh. Yo, is this like a Steamboat Willie Stitch? Like the... Yeah, that one. All right, let's build him. Oh, and interesting. He comes with a yellow ice cream. Not too sure why. And he comes with this silver trident. He's like the King Neptune or something. But yeah, I think this is, I'm gonna take out his hand accessories because I think they're weird. But it's like a gray Stitch that has like the Mickey Mouse pants. And it has full wraparound printing too. Look at that. With the belt and the pants and everything. And he's wearing shoes. Look at that. He's got shoes on. He's got them shoe johns on with the little like arch in the shoe and everything. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, definitely getting the 10 out of 10. 10 booms. All right, so we're gonna grab this next one, and I think we got 3 or 4 to go. So who's this next one gonna be? Oh, it's another angel, I think. Let's build it. All right, and here's Angel. I'm pretty sure it's Angel. I like I said, I don't like those movies. But this is another version of her. Now she's pink. I like this one way better, honestly, and it's a little more detailed with that little heart print. We got the toes, we got the back printing with a little braids, which is cool. I don't even think the other one had braids. No. Interesting. So that's cool. Fun fact, they're actually doing an official set of her soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, we're gonna put her over here. Next set. All right, we're gonna do it. Let's open it up. Gonna be another Stitch. Oh, whoa, what is the deal here? Oh, that is creepy. Oh, I don't like that. This is Robot Stitch. What is Robot Stitch? All right, we're gonna place him down. We're gonna like Darth Vader his arms together, and then we're gonna put in his hands. Speaking of Darth Vader, by the way, he comes with lightsaber. No, just kidding. He has these little clear blasters that you can put lasers into, which I've never seen this piece in clear before, so that's kind of neat. But honestly, I think it kind of hurts the figure. Look at this guy. Look how awesome he is. That's like a full robotic dude. Imagine if he had 4 arms. Like imagine this level of printing, but with these arms. Oh, that would be so cool. Yo, and he's got the little braids back here too. I've never seen anything so detailed before. That's awesome. Oh, he's definitely getting a 10 out of 10. I love it. All right, and we got to get another figure. And this one is going to be interesting. I hope. It could be really boring. I don't know. Oh, wait, it's Ohana version of Stitch, or Hula Stitch, I guess. Wait a minute. I want to see the accessories. Oh, this is so cool. All right, so we got the hands and the arms. That's my least favorite thing to put on, I'll be honest. Which is separate from my favorite thing, which is the accessories. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we got the full wraparound printing of the hula skirt with the little lei that he is wearing. The head print is basically the same. The only thing that's different is the torso and the legs, and he comes with a guitar, so he could jam out with all the other Stitches. But not only does he come with a guitar, he also comes with a maraca and an ice pop. He's got a maraca and an ice pop. That's so cool. This is a real Lego Stitch, and this is an illegal one. And today I'm going to buy, build, and blab about Lilo and Stitch minifigures that Lego refused to make. So stay tuned, because things are going to get experimental. Anyways, Lego. Now, many years ago, Disney came out with the first ever Lilo and Stitch movie. It was an awesome, really cute movie with this character Lilo who adopts this little alien puppy Stitch. The sequels, don't get me started on, not a fan. And all the way back in 2016, LEGO made its first ever Stitch minifigure in the first Disney collectible minifigure series, which of course I have. And recently when I was at the LEGO store, I saw so many crazy new Stitch sets, like his house, his body, and even this Brickheads, which I copped. Now since they've only done a handful of minifigures and there's a new movie coming out, I wanted to get some new Stitch minifigures. So I hopped on my computer to order some. eBay, shaboom. All right, they should be here any day now. That was quick. Do not open. I wonder why. Maybe it's because experimental unit 626 is in here, or some other LEGO, Stitch characters. All right, we're gonna open it up. Ooh, and they even come in blind bags. Our first Stitch minifigure. Remember, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. So we're not gonna be leaving any of these sealed shut. And it looks like we have our first Stitch. And I think this is the Experiment 626 variant of him. Gotta squeeze his head on first. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Give him some arms. And then of course we gotta give him some hands. Oh, no way, and he comes with a blaster. Comes with 2 blasters. What? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Experiment 626 had a red jumpsuit. That's the one LEGO made officially anyway. I could be wrong. Honestly, out of the 2 of these, I still think the red one's better. Maybe because he has the 2 arm molds, so he gets more hands than the Experiment 626 that's orange. But that doesn't make him bad at all. It is still a super detailed minifigure, and it has toe printing. Look at that. Bro's got toes. Actually, if you can subscribe with your toes, I bet you can. All right, I'm giving Experimental 626 a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really good figure, minus the missing arms. All right, the next minifigure we're going to grab is gonna be in here, and it's another blind bag, and I think these are all gonna be some type of Stitch. So we're gonna keep going. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that Angel? Okay, so it's like this purpley Angel, which I'm pretty sure Angel is pink. Someone can correct me that down below. I was not a huge fan of the sequel Lilo and Stitch movies. I'll be honest with you. I know that's like against the law to say for some people, but I'm gonna say it. And yeah, her build accessory is some roses and also some ice cream. It's kind of like the ice cream that guy from Lilo and Stitch 1 had that, kept falling and melting. Oh, poor bro. I'm gonna give this one a solid 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. All right, next blind bag. Here we go. Ugh. Oh, it looks like a kind of regular normal Stitch. I'm actually excited we got this because I'm kind of curious to compare it to the official Stitch that's normal. Came out almost 10 years ago, which is crazy. All right, so a couple interesting accessories with him. So he's cool. He's definitely a darker blue. He comes with a little rose, which I guess he's supposed to give to Lilo, which is cute. And then he also comes with a bottle because they treat him like a baby. Now, compared to the official Stitch, this one is definitely a little more textured out, a little more cartoony. And I think this one actually probably gets a 10 for a Stitch minifigure. Because another thing he has that the other one doesn't is he has opposable legs. So he could actually, sit down, which this one just, can't, which is sad. And this one also has a decent back printing that goes on to the actual legs. I don't think this one does. Yeah, no, this one, the tail is still a part of it. And also you'll notice there's a bit of a discoloration between the legs and the torso, which is interesting. This one doesn't have that. And it also has printing on the full wrap around top of the ear, as to where this one, it's kind of misprinted. So LEGO actually, grant you this is a 10-year difference, but I think that the new one is better, which is a little concerning. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. Anyway, let's get into the next blind bag. All right, I am so excited for this next one. I don't think we're gonna get a Lilo in here, but if we do, that would be cool. All right. Ooh. What? That low-key looks like the torso that the Beast wore. And like Beauty and the Beast? I don't know, small movie. Not many people have heard of it. But wait, is it like a Stitch version of him? Okay, we got the hand on. Let's get the other hand on. All right, and then we could get the head on, I guess. And it's the same head that we just did. Shoot, one sec. There's a hand stuck in his head. See that? That's an issue. Oh shoot, I might have to fetch that out with like a razor blade. Sweet, we got it off. All right, now it should be nice and easy to put it on. Yes, yes, we got Beast Stitch, but he's like elegant Beast Stitch. Those are not words I thought I would put together. And he comes with blasters. All right, so we got the full wraparound printing with the torso piece, and the printing is actually pretty well aligned on this one too. I asked my friend Alex specifically what this was from, and he sent me this weird Funko Pop, which I guess is where it comes from, and this thing's low-key disturbing. So I'm gonna give this like a solid 5 out of 10. It's a weird choice, still really cool, and still has the wraparound printing, a very high quality minifigure. And here here's everyone we got so far. I want you guys to comment by the end of this video which of these is going to be your favorite, and also if you're excited for the Lilo and Stitch movie, and if I should do more Lilo and Stitch videos, because that's why I'm doing this, so to see if I should actually buy the new sets. Huh. Yo, is this like a Steamboat Willie Stitch? Like the... Yeah, that one. All right, let's build him. Oh, and interesting. He comes with a yellow ice cream. Not too sure why. And he comes with this silver trident. He's like the King Neptune or something. But yeah, I think this is, I'm gonna take out his hand accessories because I think they're weird. But it's like a gray Stitch that has like the Mickey Mouse pants. And it has full wraparound printing too. Look at that. With the belt and the pants and everything. And he's wearing shoes. Look at that. He's got shoes on. He's got them shoe johns on with the little like arch in the shoe and everything. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, definitely getting a 10 out of 10. 10 booms. All right, so we're gonna grab this next one, and I think we got 3 or 4 to go. So who's this next one gonna be? Oh, it's another angel, I think. Let's build it. All right, and here's Angel. I'm pretty sure it's Angel. I like I said, I don't like those movies. But this is another version of her. Now she's pink. I like this one way better, honestly, and it's a little more detailed with that little heart print. We got the toes, we got the back printing with a little braids, which is cool. I don't even think the other one had braids. No. Interesting. So that's cool. Fun fact, they're actually doing an official set of her soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, we're gonna put her over here. Next set. All right, we're gonna do it. Let's open it up. Gonna be another Stitch. Oh, whoa, what is the deal here? Oh, that is creepy. Oh, I don't like that. This is Robot Stitch. What is Robot Stitch? All right, we're gonna place him down. We're gonna like Darth Vader his arms together, and then we're gonna put in his hands. Speaking of Darth Vader, by the way, he comes with lightsaber. No, just kidding. He has these little clear blasters that you can put lasers into, which I've never seen this piece in clear before, so that's kind of neat. But honestly, I think it kind of hurts the figure. Look at this guy. Look how awesome he is. That's like a full robotic dude. Imagine if he had 4 arms. Like imagine this level of printing, but with these arms. Oh, that would be so cool. Yo, and he's got the little braids back here too. I've never seen anything so detailed before. That's awesome. Oh, he's definitely getting a 10 out of 10. I love it. All right, and we got to get another figure. And this one is going to be interesting. I hope. It could be really boring. I don't know. Oh, wait, it's Ohana version of Stitch, or Hula Stitch, I guess. Wait a minute. I want to see the accessories. Oh, this is so cool. All right, so we got the hands and the arms. That's my least favorite thing to put on, I'll be honest. Which is separate from my favorite thing, which is the accessories. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we got the full wraparound printing of the hula skirt with the little lei that he is wearing. The head print is basically the same. The only thing that's different is the torso and the legs, and he comes with a guitar, so he could jam out with all the other Stitches. But not only does he come with a guitar, he also comes with a maraca and an ice pop. He's got a maraca and an ice pop. That's so cool. And that is every Lego Stitch minifigure. Today, I'm building the Amazing Digital Circus in Lego. I'm gonna be building sets, minifigures, and mystery boxes. So anyways, let's go. Now, the Amazing Digital Circus is a super cool animated show where a bunch of characters wake up inside a crazy, colorful digital world that looks like a circus. But here's the weird part. They don't remember how they got there and they can't escape. It's also super popular for some reason, and there's no Lego sets from it. So today I went on my computer, and after some searching on eBay, I put them in my cart, and they should be in my mailbox. All right, let's open this sucker up. All right, after I build each one, we're gonna give them a job at the theater, on loan from the Muppets, of course. And we also have some audience members who are going to be approving or not approving the different acts that each character is going to make. Let's go through the judges. This first one is Florida Man. This next one is Big Boom AJ. I'm giving that subscribe button a big boom. As well as the Swedish Chef, work, your mom. Oh, hello there. Ooh. And Secret Mafia boss Rob Patch. Hey. I'm just here to enjoy a circus, see? No illegal activities here. All right, now that everybody's all ready, we're going to open the minifigures. Let's go. We're going to randomly grab one, and I'm thinking we do this one. It's Pomni. Oh, yeah, let's go. First minifigure of the video. Let's build him up. All right, let's get building Pomni. We're gonna put Pomni on this base plate. That's low-key the face I would make if I let out a fart in class and then everyone else was watching. Is that too unrelatable? Okay, maybe it's just me. All right, let's just snap in the hands. That was pretty easy. Now, Pomni's one of the people that's trapped in the game and even comes with this little printed tile. That's pretty cool. Pomni's also one of the main characters and a clown, and honestly, I really think this is a solid minifigure. Personally, I gotta give it a solid 7 out of 10. All right, now we gotta figure out where to put him in the theater. Oh, we're obviously putting him on stage. All right, everyone, for our first act, put your hands together for Pomni. Yay! Come on, Pomni, you're on. Yay.
Hey, Pomni, you're on. You have to go.
All right. For my first act, I'm going to disappear. Oh, how's he gonna do that? Oh, he's just full of it. He's not gonna actually disappear. How'd they do that? I don't know. It's the worst. I hate it. That act gets 4 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. Does anybody have a double chunk chocolate cookie? No? Okay, I'm just gonna sit back down. All right, and we're gonna come back to this theater in a little bit and find out how Pomni did that. In the meantime, we still have a bunch of figures to open. All right, here we go. And the next minifigure we opened is Kane. Let's go. That's actually epic. All right, I'm actually low-key really excited to build Kane, but he comes like completely disassembled, so we really have to build him from the bottom up. We're gonna put down his base plate, and then we're gonna start with the leg. Oh yeah, now we just need to add the belt piece. Cool. All right, now we're gonna add his torso, which is a pink suit. That's really something. And then we add a pink shirt too. And again, just slip on the hands. Who dresses in a pink suit, honestly? This low-key looks like something Gonzo the Great would wear. Anyway, we're gonna add this clear headpiece, and then we're going to add on the eyes. Can you imagine how uncomfortable it would be to have your eyes inside your teeth? I mean, like, that would really not feel good. Like, pretend to poke your eye and then just imagine that with your teeth. And then Kane also comes with, you guessed it, a cane. What an idea. He basically functions like a ringmaster, like Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman. And then he also comes with Bubble. Now this Bubble fella also has a lot of sharp teeth, and I honestly don't know how he's supposed to hold him. Maybe like this? No? Okay. He's pretty cool. Okay. All right, that's a W minifigure. Really detailed, really easy to build with epic accessories. I think he deserves a 10 out of 10. I think he's our first 10 out of 10 of the day. Or 5 big booms. Boom, boom. Okay, get out. We don't want you here right now. Let's keep going. We'll put him up on the stage. And he can entertain everyone. And what are we gonna do with this Bubble fella? We're gonna have him sell tickets. He's gonna sit here and he's gonna sell tickets to all the local patrons. Even though the boom guy is literally taking up the middle seat right now. All right, next minifigure, and it looks like Kinger. This one should be interesting. Now in my Inside Out video, a lot of you noticed that the Fear minifigure looked an awful lot like Kinger. And after careful analysis, I kind of agree with you. They do look really similar, and I don't know why. I'm a little afraid, not gonna lie. Anyway, let's assemble him. Ooh, very royal robes. And we're going to put on these clear arms, because he doesn't really have arms. And then we just gotta put in some hands. Oh, where's the other hand? Where is it? There it is. All right, and now all we have to do is put on the head. And there's Kinger. He also comes with this sandbag. I wonder what that's about. All right, I guess Kinger can sandbag people on the back of the head. You go, King. Oh, he's actually a really cool minifigure. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. All right, next minifigure. And it looks like the next one we're gonna be building is that Jax? It is Jax. Oh, Jax is awesome. Let's unbox him. Whoa, that's some really tall leg, bro. All right, we gotta snap these suckers together. All right, Jax has got some tall legs going for him, as well as some overalls that match this coral color. I think that's what it's called. All right, now we just gotta pop in some arms. Ooh, that was satisfying. Let's see if we do both of the hands too. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. All right, the last satisfying thing that needs to happen is the head. Let's go. And he comes with this special orb. Oh, Jax is looking sick. He comes with front printing, back printing, tall legs, and he's just a pretty cool looking guy. I would not mess with him. Would you? Anyway, let's add him to the circus. So we have this little thing hanging from the rafters, and honestly, I had an idea. What if we had some jacks doing some trapeze up here? I mean, it wouldn't be a circus without trapeze, right? All right, we gotta put Kane back up on the stage, obviously. A trapeze artist, Jax, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some clapping. Boom, boom, boom. All right, while these two bros are chilling, we got some mystery minifigs to open still. All right, the next one we're going to open is Gangle. The funny thing about Gangle is his body is low-key mangled. Or, you know, like all screwed up. All right, let's build. The first thing we gotta do is build the legs, and I have never seen skeleton legs this tall in my whole life. Then I guess we gotta add on the red torso, or skeleton body, whatever you call it. All right, Gangle, we're coming to build you. All right, we have the body, we have this piece, I don't know what it is. I guess we'll find out, but we do have a microphone. So he could do some stand-up comedy maybe. Oh shoot, okay, I think I understand. So he can have a sad face, or alternatively, he also comes with a happy face. That's a little cracked. Ooh, poor guy. I still don't know entirely what this piece is supposed to do. Does it like go somewhere? I don't know. Does it go on the microphone? Maybe it goes on the microphone. Maybe we use that. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. All right, and for now, he'll be happy. We'll see if that changes later. Now, she's also usually made out of all these like ribbons and everything. I don't know why they chose to make her a skeleton here. I guess it's the closest thing they had to ribbons. Anyway, let's send her on her way to the show. Oh, is that too accurate to the real thing? 7 out of 10. All right, the next minifigure we're opening is Kofumo. I'm like 80% sure that's how you're supposed to pronounce their name. I suck with character names, honestly. All right, let's build. We're gonna do a speed build here. All right, now she also comes with this black piece, and I need to assemble stuff with it. All right, so this is what I was able to come up with. Honestly, I don't know the name of this, so if you do, comment down below. I'm pretty sure it's the head of a character, and we're gonna put it in Kofumo's hand. That sounds pretty good. Kofumo herself actually looks pretty cool. Personal favorite part being a little Happy Meal smile, and the little ruffles around their neck. Every circus obviously needs a clown, so we're gonna put him right there. And the gang is, you know, getting more active around here, doing things, being useful, not being hit by a car. Looking at you, ribbon friend. Anyway, we have 2 minifigures to go before we can find out what happened to Pomni. And it looks like we got Ragatha next. Looks like it's been Ragatha all along. It's been Ragatha all along. Who's been messing up everything? It's been Ragatha all along. All right, so let's just stack on her body. Let's see, will it go smoothly? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't go smoothly. It didn't even go in all the way. What? This is impossible. How could this happen? Oh, there we go. All right, that did not like go super hot. Anyway, hair for Ragatha. She's indecent. Let's get that covered up. Boom! And she gets starry. This guy with a star for a face and a little moon under his mouth, and that's so cool. And then if you look through his hole, guess who you see? It's Ragatha! That's so cool. Ragatha comes with a bunch of patches and a patched up eyeball with a button and this strawberry shortcake kind of hair with little cat ears coming out the top. And I'm gonna make Ragatha the greeter. May I take your hat, sir? Ha, you think Louis would give up his heart? Ha. Louis is going to hit you with his baguette. Louis out. Anyway, while the gang over here recovers, we still have one more minifig to open. I still want to know how Pomni pulled off that magic trick. All right, here we got Zooble. All right, let's get this thing on, Zooble. All right, arm snap did not go as smoothly as I'd hoped, 4 out of 10. Hand snap, is that gonna go well? Let's see, how clean is the hand snap gonna be? Oh, that's pretty clean. Ooh, and we got the menu thing going on. We're gonna leave that over here. And then we got Zuber's head. Oh, now we've known a lot about Zooble for a while, and she finally became a main character in season 3. So I think it's fitting that we add her to the stage. Oh, and this minifigure gets like a 10 out of 10, by the way. It's a really nice figure. All right, let's add you to the stage. And like that, we have an entire theater filled with amazing digital circus characters. All right, and we got all our characters back here, but we're gonna close the curtains, that way they could prepare for their next act.
Come out faster, say. We want to see the next show.
Yes, I'd very much like to see the next show too, please. I want to rate it on the boom meter.
Hi there, Big Boom Major. I found the single chunk chocolate cookie.
I want the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Okay, suit yourself. And discreetly, while all the other guys were yapping, all the other amazing digital circus characters started disappearing to go backstage.
Where are they? Start the new act. I can't wait any longer. I have to use the bathroom.
Guys, where's Pomni? If we're gonna try to escape, we can't leave without him. Gangle, do you have any clues? No. What about you, Kinger? Why would I know anything? I'm just a king. Jax, can you see him from up there? No, I cannot see him from up here. There's a knocking noise. Knock, knock. Did somebody hear that? Guys, down here. It turns out under the stage, Pomni found a secret trapdoor. Guys, come down here. We can all escape. Pomni, we can't escape without distracting them. All right, Jax, distract them from the ceiling. The rest of them can escape.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
And everyone started jumping in.
All right, everyone, go, go. I'll go first.
All right, looks like it's up to me.
Hey, they're back on.
Hey everyone, it's me, Jax.
Hi, Jax.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our show. Now for our next trick, we got everyone together to do this one.
Wow.
You guys up there, you're gonna love this. Ready? So if you're in a high place, you could just jump down and a magic portal will appear under you and you'll never be seen again. Wanna see it?
Yes, I want to see it. I want to see that.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, where'd he go?
I don't know. Where'd he go?
I'm gonna try it. No, it's a trick. Don't try it. Are you okay down there?